It's incredible how this unusual and bizarre situation at the beginning of this week, it's actually going to turn into your favor, my gorgeous Torini. So there is something bizarre, which is something strange and unusual, it's gonna happen at the beginning of this week, and then instantly your first kind of thought is gonna be like, oh my god, this is scary. But then again, it's like the idea that you are going to actually get at the moment in time you would never get, some kind of inspiration. So, a bit of a yin-yang moment, you know what I mean? In every good is a bit of a bad, and in every bad is in a bit of a good, you know what I mean? So it is a bit of a yin-yang moment. So something kind of weird and unusual is going to happen, and first of all it's going to like, oh no, make you feel like that. But then again, there is this realization which you are going to have, this idea which is actually going to come out of it, which is going to give you so much confidence, in order to like literally transform your life. There is some kind of idea that you're going to have, and that idea is going to lead towards you literally transforming your life like never before, my gorgeous Torini. And this is brilliant. But you also need to understand at exactly the same time that, this is not a great time when you should be kind of investing financially because into things. Not this week. Next week maybe yes, but not this week whatsoever. Because also at around the beginning of this week, someone is gonna be quite pushy, and someone is gonna kind of be pushing you towards something, but you will know you're gonna be talking to this some kind of person, and then you will know that something is not right with that person. You will know that something is not right with that person whatsoever. And the more you're realizing this, the more pushy this person is going to become. So this is what you need to kind of like pay attention to. Pay attention to your intuition. Okay? Pay attention to your intuition, because this is the time when your intuition is anyway going to be heightened, because it's like basically October. So this is when all of us are like, oh my god, seeing things from a completely different angle, much higher angle, which gives you completely different perspective, because you see things that you didn't see before as well. So this is important, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. So if someone is like really pushy and someone kind of sounds really dodgy, like things like that, then please avoid at all costs, because you will do something, you will kind of invest into something perhaps that, and you're never gonna get things back for it. You're never gonna get your precious energy back, let alone like on the financial side of things, if it's to do with finances, for example. So please be very careful. And if someone sounds off, and if someone is kind of trying to pressurize you towards something, just say no baby, no, and move on. This is very important week, not when it comes to investing into things whatsoever, but it's an important week when it comes to planning. Pay attention to how many ideas you are going to have you've never had before. This is so important to pay attention to, because those ideas are also your guiding light at the same time towards an aspect of your life that you would never normally notice or pay attention to, but it is going to make a tremendous impact on your spiritual journey. This is going to be absolutely evident at around the end of the week, when you find yourself on this strange crossroads, bizarre crossroads, and you will see that you're going to go for a completely different path to what you would normally go for, because of everything that is actually going to take place this week. So important. And also, my gorgeous Torini, going back to the beginning of this week, you know why this situation that you will see, that you're going to become aware of, that is going to happen to you, first of all, it's going to kind of make you feel like really negative, but then again, your first initial reaction is going to be like, oh my god. But then again, this realization, which is going to kind of push you towards this idea, this in itself, it's also going to be answer to your question when it comes to something that was bothering you, this problem that was emotionally affected you so badly and made you worried. You need to find a kind of like a line in between worrying constantly and in between knowing how things are, bearing them at the back of your mind, and just kind of like really waiting for other things to unfold, and then letting things kind of other things unfold organically. This in itself, this situation at the beginning of this week that I've mentioned, that that you are going to have, which is going to scare you and then really almost immediately inspire you, where you're going to have this realization, where you're going to have this idea. This is not only about you having confidence to transform your life, but it's also about you like knowing exactly what to do with that problem that was bothering you and then emotionally really kind of drained your energies, emotionally drained your energy lately so much. It is something that you were thinking about persistently every single time before you go to sleep, or every single time when you would wake up, or every single time when you're by yourself. You couldn't have your peace, my gorgeous Torini. You couldn't have your peace when you're by yourself. And this is kind of dangerous. This can become dangerous because it does affect your balance. And if your balance is affected like this, then this in itself, it can temper with your kind of healing vibrations, which can affect so many other things when it comes to your life, when it comes to your spirit, when it comes to your body even, because every single thing is literally connected. So you are really going to also realize what to do, the answer to your problem as well. And it's going to be consistent. So it's something that was making you look like this, something that was making you feel so negative and so sad and so like kind of depressed, almost depressed, you know. And this problem, the answer to that problem, it's going to come in you understanding. The more you give now, the more you're gonna get back. Do you understand what I mean? The more you give, the more you're gonna get back when it comes to that particular problem. And this is the answer. This is a very, very clever what you're gonna do, but also at the same time you're gonna make a huge jump, because this now it's going to help you to speed other things in life. What else is going to happen right at the beginning of this week? I absolutely love this, my gorgeous Torini. First of all, you are going to have a very unusual and strange sign. This sign only you would be able to understand. Only you would be able to notice. It's exactly the same like what I mentioned like a few months ago. You know, it's like, for example, if there are 5 people looking towards the certain aspect, towards the certain things, you know, towards the certain thing, you would be the only one, my gorgeous Torini, who would notice this sign. So this is going to be something very, very personal to you, but something which is going to touch your spirit, which is going to touch your soul on a completely different level. What am I trying to say here? You are going to have a very unusual and bizarre sign, and all I can say to you is you will kind of know that there are different worlds to this world. You will know that this is coming from a completely different dimension, and you're going to like it, because you're going to realize that your level of understanding, you know, it's way beyond to what you actually thought before. And this is a clear sign and indication that spiritually you went through something very difficult, and that particular difficult thing is coming to an end. One phase of your life has come to an end, and another phase of your life it's about to begin. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that after you see that unusual and strange sign, you are gonna have this mind-blowing opportunity. This opportunity, you're not going to believe that this is happening to you. You're not going to believe that this is actually happening to you. Everything is gonna start making sense right now, my gorgeous Torini, especially when it comes to one particular thing that you will keep on doing and keep on doing, something that was making you feel really negative and something that was slowing you down, but you just had to do it. Even that is going to be absolute obvious why you were doing this. So it's all going to start making sense right now. So as I said, you are going to have an incredible opportunity, and you're not going to believe what a kind of opportunity you're going to have. My suggestion is take it, my baby, as soon as you can. You need to make this as a priority number 1 at this stage of your spiritual journey. And this opportunity is also going to open your eyes. It's going to be an amazing awakening moment, and you're going to realize how much you want to do something. And that is going to help you to kind of see things in a completely different different light, which is going to reflect on you wanting to move on from your life like never before. You're going to find yourself on this gorgeous, powerful spiritual quest, and there are so many ideas that are going to come to you in terms of your own spirituality. I know that you're going to be looking for certain answers. You're going to come across so many interesting and wonderful people, like completely out of blue, who you're going to feel connection to when it comes to like something spiritual. And this is wonderful because it's again showing your level of understanding. You should just go where the flow is, when it comes to like things that are making you feel free, when it comes to things that you are passionate about, because this is your sign that you are really making an extremely wise choice, especially when it comes to you becoming aware of this opportunity and realizing that you are gonna move on with your life. When you take this, it's to do with something that you're so passionate about. It's to do with something that you've been so passionate about for so long, but now, my gorgeous Taurini, this is finally happening. Absolutely brilliant indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, do not forget, my gorgeous Taurini, to keep on taking natural vitamin B complex in a liquid form, which is what I highly suggest. And every single vitamin within this vitamin B complex needs to be made out of natural vitamins. No synthetics, no chemicals. We have absolutely enough of this because it's absolutely everywhere. So you are doing the best possible thing for yourself when you get these vitamins like without chemicals. So every single vitamin needs to be made in a natural way, not a synthetic way. You have to be smart, you see. So you are giving to your body what your body actually needs. And natural vitamin B complex in a liquid form, it's important because your body is going to absorb this so much quicker and it's going to be so much more effective. And to take this, so in a liquid form, you just put like a little bit of these drops. It depends on directions to the specific products. It depends how strong they're going to be. You just need to kind of read at the back what is going to say how much to put underneath your tongue, and put it underneath your tongue, and you will hold it there for like about 20 seconds and then swallow. This is going to help you with stress. It's going to help you with a little bit of nervousness that you will be going through, a little bit of anxiety, just a little bit that you will be going through, because a lot is going to be on your mind, and I know that you're going to be worrying about one specific person in your life. It's all going to be fine who you're going to be worrying about, but I'm just telling you that this is going to help you also when it comes to your energy as well. So natural vitamin B complex is something I highly recommend you to take. And also, my gorgeous Taurini, very important to keep on taking moringa powder, organic moringa powder. It's gonna give you a ridiculous amount of vitamins and minerals, a mind-blowing nutrition, and also ridiculous amount of potassium. All these vitamins and minerals and nutrition you need, please, you're gonna find this super beneficial, trust me. And also at the same time, it's going to help you to get rid of the toxins in your body as well. Okay, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not, especially when it comes to vitamin B complex. So now, when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Taurini, you are going to have this incredible, mind-blowing, beautiful experience. This week it's going to be out of this world. What can I say? What can I possibly say? So at around the midweek, you are not only going to have this beautiful, mind-blowing experience, but it's more about what you're going to realize. You're going to realize, like, the big question is going to be answered, but you're also going to realize that you are on the right path, that you are doing the right thing, something that was, creating a challenge in your life for so long, and something that was involving somebody else in your life as well. This is going to mean to you so much, because after that, you're going to release some kind of negativity, some kind of worries. But then again, at the same time, after that, not that long after that, I don't know how to even explain this, because you're going to be thinking about that beautiful powerful experience, what you've been through, what you experienced so intensely, it's gonna, in your mind, you're gonna go from one way to another, from one way to another, from one thing to another, from a one thing to another. It's like, oh my God, where you're gonna find yourself, it's going to be like somewhere where you've never been before, which means that you are gonna realize something, like you are gonna have some kind of a vision here, and that vision that you are going to have, it is your guiding light. This is the path that you need to get on as soon as you can. That vision, it's like when I say vision, it's just something that you are persistently thinking about, and then it brings you to this certain point where you see a lot that you didn't see before. And you realize how much you have done. You realize things that you've been through, that you've gone through, but also in terms of achievements. Now suddenly this is going to help, this balance is going to help you to realize certain achievements in your life and give yourself credit when the credit is due. This is all going to be contributing towards this vision that you are going to have. And this vision that you are going to have, it's all about you understanding that this is also the path that you do need to get on as soon as you possibly can. This is your sign indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Taurini, you know what? It's this is scary a little bit, because you are not scary like when it comes to you, but you're going to realize, you're going to be looking at this person and this group of people, and you're going to be thinking like, oh my God, they're like horrible, they're like not nice, they're like kind of vile, you know, they got away with something really bad. And you're going to realize, oh my God, this group of people got away with something really bad, something really nasty, some kind of lies, and you're going to hate this. You're not going to like this whatsoever. And this is really kind of maybe going to confirm your worst fears. It nothing to do with your life, nothing to do with the people in your life, but it's to do with the one huge thing in general. Do you know what I mean? It's to do with things in general. This is going to really confirm your worst fears, something that was on your mind, but it's nothing to do with your life, but it's to do with the life outside. For example, maybe certain things that were going on and things like that. So it's like, oh God, you know, and this is going to make you feel like, you know, this is scary, and you're going to realize that, you know, some people are really beautiful, gorgeous, and then you're going to realize that some people are not that beautiful and gorgeous. But this is you know, first of all, this is going to like kind of shock you, but then again, at the same time, this is going to reflect on your spirituality almost immediately, because now at this moment in time, you're going to feel the need to like smudge your home with a dry sage, and you should do this, because it's going to help you to like kind of get rid of the negative energy that can affect you, kind of, and slow you down and drain your energy in such a way where you feel really tired. So do not be surprised when you suddenly think about how you can cleanse your home, or suddenly think about how you can protect yourself against negative energy. This is all fine. It's just you kind of like slowly but surely tapping into different dimensions, you know, when it comes to your soul, when it comes to your spirit, and when it comes to your spiritual journey in general. But most importantly, you will understand that if you don't right now, that if you don't return to something traditional, you are going to be missing out on lots of things in life. And this in itself, it's really kind of going to be so important, because something that you were in two minds about, something that you were indecisive about for so long, and now this is like pretty much so going to help you out, which path to go for, which path to choose, what to do. It's something that, like, you know, was on your mind for absolute ages, but you just didn't know how to start, how to begin. Well, this in itself is going to provide you with an important answer, but it's a lot to do with you not only doing the right thing in terms of spirituality and you living much better and happier life, but also at the same time in terms of saving money. This is going to be absolutely brilliant indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.